Yo, what's up everyone? It's Name951 and I'm here to bring you a review of one of my Gundam MSIA action figures. And today I'm not really recording in my room because one of these two kind of did their business in my room, so I have to wait for that to air out and clean it up. So yeah. But yeah, so today I bring you guys a GM ground type unit 02. Now the thing is, I don't know if this is a special edition or is this a Japanese or what, but this is a GM ground type, and sorry about that. And he's a bit different than your regular GM ground types. His visor is a baby blue instead of a sea green, so it's pretty cool. It's very nice. I cleaned him yesterday, and he got clean pretty well. Just he had like some dirt, and I just want to have him clean. Now the weird thing is, your GM's ground types, including GM Sniper in this one, they usually have a backpack. Well, this one came with this, and it was actually super glued onto the back of him. Now, the thing is, how can I say it? I don't think this guy came with the regular GM ground type backpack, so I'll kind of show you. I had to put rubber bands on it to make it stay because it would just fall off. But let me show you what's going on here. So on the back we have this, and it's really weird. It's basically a backpack from a ground type Gundam, and what they did was they cut the little pegs, and they either cut the pegs and filled it with plastic, or it was just like made like this, and then they super glued it to the back of the figure. Now, I believe this is how the figure came. This wasn't a modification done by anybody. It's just weird though. I mean, if I don't know, like if Bandai did do this, I think that was kind of lazy that they kind of just how can you say, just like glued it instead of actually making the specific peg holes to fit it, which would have been nice, but it would have taken a lot more effort. And you know, these would have had to have their own separate molds for the holes to apply to that. So it kind of sucks, but it was weird. I was like, okay, it's not coming off, and I realized it was super glued. I was like, oh shoot. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, and I don't have a spare backpack, so I decided just to put it back on, and I'm using clear rubber bands to keep it in place, which is working pretty well. The only downside is that the rubber bands kind of get in the way of the shoulder armor, so like when trying to move the arms up and down sometimes, what you call it, when trying to move the arms up and down, sometimes that the shoulders will they'll kind of pop off a little easier because the rubber bands get in the way of the shoulders a little bit. Other than that, it sticks on pretty well. Kind of just a Mickey Mouse fix, but it works. You know, keeps it on there real tight and snug. Other than that, I love this figure. I love the GM ground types. They look good. This one just looks even better for some reason. He just looks so mean, and I really like the backpack on him. It looks cool. The only thing I can't figure out is where this guy would have came from. I'm not sure if he would have came from just a regular Japanese ground type, you know, ground type or whatever. I'm not sure if he would have came from the Japanese Gunperry set where, you know, you get a ground type Gundam. I'm not sure where he would have came from, and he has some weird things going on. I'm not sure if the last seller did glued some of the stuff in, or it was already like this, because this part right here, this part is super glued in. I tried getting it off yesterday. I had no luck. I tried prying it out a bit, and I didn't want to destroy it, so I just left it on here. So this, I believe, is super glued because I can't get it off. Like, I put so much force, I was afraid I was going to snap the shield or something. So I just said, you know what, forget that. I'm gonna just leave it. So this part was super glued in. I believe, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't make really any sense for Japanese. I don't know if they'd be considered Japanese Bandai or how that would work. But I don't. It wouldn't make any sense for Bandai glue it in, because usually the Japanese figures, compared to the American release, like they never glue in their stuff. For instance, I would say a Japanese Gelgu cannon. American release, they glued in the cannon to the arm or whatever, and some other things. But for Japanese figures, they usually don't do that. They don't glue anything in. I'm trying to fix this. Okay, I'll fix that later. So yeah, GM ground type, very cool. He did basically come 100% complete. I was cleaning some stuff, and some stuff got a little messed up, but that's nothing a little super glue can't fix. I'll show you his accessories I got with him. I got your normal GM ground type rocket launcher, which is very nice. Nothing different, looks like any GM ground type rocket launcher. Got a GM, or just a beam rifle. I'm not sure if this is the correct one for it. There's so many I got, and I'm not too sure how to differentiate. This looked like it might go with the ground type. I don't know. I just decided to put this with him because I like the color. It looks nice. Came with 2 beam saber hilts, but no extra beam sabers. So I'm gonna be giving the beam saber hilts the beam sabers to the desert ground type Gundam, desert version ground type Gundam, and this guy's just gonna keep his hilts if I ever come across any spare beam sabers in the future. So, and last but not least, with all ground type Gundams, of course, you get your Type 61 tank. So here it is. While cleaning it, a little thing came off right here, and then it's missing its little machine gun. And I'm gonna need some super glue soon, because this kind of came off, so it's still on there, just by a hair. But I'm gonna need some super glue so I can put that on. And I'm not sure if the Type 61 tanks have this little like silver color to them. There's like a little silver right here on the barrel, and then you got some silver right there. Just some little silver on the antenna. I don't know if they usually do that, but I just saw that as a little extra. So yeah, I guess that's 100% complete, minus it missing its beam sabers, the actual sabers, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but yeah, he came with the submachine gun, which I love. Looks so beast. And I have a feeling that the seller might have glued in this part too. Like I said earlier, I'm not too sure because the side handle's glued in, and I'm not sure, because the thing is, I don't know. I never had a Japanese ground type, so I'm not sure if the accessories already come glued in or whatnot. It's just so crazy, So I don't know if this was like a custom ground type or it was a Japanese ground type Gundam, because I've never seen a blue colored visor. And I actually washed it. I put soap. I got my toothbrush. Like I said, my toothbrush I use it for cleaning my toothbrush I use for cleaning MSIAs. And I scrubbed, and nothing came off. I even took my fingernail to it a bit, and none of the paint came off at all. So I don't know if it was custom painted. If it was pretty well custom painted, I guess, or sorta. But I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I'm happy to have it to my collection. I mean, it looks awesome. And even though it doesn't have the correct backpack, it still looks really cool, honestly. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's my ground type Gundam I got, or ground type GM I got from the that big lot for the MSIA team. Really cool. I like it. Can't ask for anything more. When you get GM ground type, it's just like, yeah. This is the O2 unit as well, if I didn't mention that. Very cool. Again, I hope to be collecting more of these guys soon. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to get 01 through 09 and then some duplicates. Because, if you ever, I mean, you guys probably watched the 08th MS team. But in the units, they have more than one of the same guy, I mean, for instance, the 08 team itself has I think they have 3 ground type Gundams in total. So you got, what the hell's his name? Hiro Omada, I think that's his name. Then you got Karen's ground type, and then you got the Reapers. I can't remember his actual name, but I know they called him the Reaper in the beginning. the Reaper's ground type, and then yeah. So, I mean, in the series, you see teams with multiple of the same mobile suit in the same team. So, if I ever get a duplicate, which I already have, I have American Release so too. They'll be running in the same team and all that, and you'll be like, yeah, let's go, man. So, very nice figure. I'm really happy to pick it up. Definitely awesome. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll be doing reviews on the other figures, such as the Desert version ground type Gundam, and I'll probably go over GM Sniper and the other ground type Gundam I got. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you want to see more reviews, be sure to subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Later, guys.